At Vibra Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibra Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibra Finance. We are the future of crypto.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Vibra Live. Had a great conversation with my man Steven earlier, so if you weren't there, check that out. Definitely a good dude, big on the mental health, keeping it positive, and I just enjoy conversations like that with good people. It just shows you, man, community is everything. And in the Pulsechain, Richard Hart ecosystem, new people come in and they're just mind blown at the strength of the community, the diehards in the community, the passion, all that good stuff. And I think it's going to pay off for us in this bull market, guys. I really do. You know, I've never seen a community like this. It's just rare. And we got something special. So congratulations to everybody that held through the bear market, that was here packing their bags. Man, our time is almost here. You know, we had the Jupiter airdrop today, and it was an obvious sell the news event. You know, I don't know any airdrops that came out and they just started pumping like crazy. So that's a lot of money that flooded into the market. Where did it go? I would guess back into Solana, but down 7%. I mean, that's what to be expected when Jerome comes out and just stutters and mumbles and just aggravates people, I think. You know, how can they sit there and tell us that everything's looking great in the economy? You know, we're just waiting. You know, 6 months of data isn't enough. We need 7 months of data, and then we'll consider lowered interest rates. It's like, dude, just cut to the chase, man. This is the stuff we need to change. You know, I think AI, it's going to be crazy in a couple of years. I think, how is Jerome and the Fed and the committee, how could they compete with AI? You know, that in real time can tell you what's going on. So I think the days of this clown show are coming to an end. And I look forward to the days where a functional system is in place and the nonsense comes to an end. It's just an embarrassment, guys. It really is. So let's check out our favorites here. I mean, not much, just a standard little pullback. Not even going to call it a correction. But Sologenic and LCX and Polytrade. Look at that. And Polymath up a little bit after the rug yesterday. I don't know what happened. I didn't have a chance to look into it, but it looks like it got bought back up to 14 cents. So interesting, though, the narrative here. Tokenization of assets, real world assets, kind of moving today. Sologenics had a couple announcements that they're going to be looking to tokenize stocks and assets for retail traders. And that's what I've been looking forward to, a day where I can open up my Sologenics wallet and I can sell some Sologenics and buy some Ripple stock or vice versa. And that's what's coming. It's only a matter of time. And I'm never selling the Solo that I have. You know, I was airdropped to me for free back in 2021. You know, my first stream with Hex Machina was about Sologenics and Corium. And now almost 3 years later, they are finally getting some credibility. They're being talked about in the mainstream and some of the bigger influencers. And it's only a matter of time, guys. You know, LCX, how long has it been since I've been talking about this project? And it wasn't a coincidence that this coin started pumping today. You know, I was doing some digging and I was looking at one of my old streams from 2022. And I was pulling up an article about LCX and their partnership with Quant. And that got me going down the rabbit hole, found Galileo Protocol. And the article also said LCX is also the partnering exchange of India. So I was like, oh, I didn't think anything of it back then, clearly, when I was filming that video. And about 2 weeks ago or a month ago now, India all of a sudden says, yep, exchanges are done, gone out of this country. But you know what? LCX is there. And if you were here, you were paying attention, and you started connecting the dots, you could see LCX was a chosen one. It wasn't an accident that they're now in India. It's not an accident. They have a New York State license, one of the hardest licenses to get in the United States. LCX Exchange has one. A little company the size of, or country the size of Rhode Island out in Europe. And they're popping up everywhere. So, guys, this is like the validation that the research, it was on point, this bear market. The projects that I'm going to tell you about, the connections with Stellar that I just put together and MoneyGram, I mean, guys, it's all coming together right here. And I know it's boring. It's like, yeah, whatever. I have to hodl this coin, and watch these other things pump. Yeah, that's the price you pay. For volatility and the 1000x gains, you pay the price in the bear market of down 99%. And in the bull market, for these diamond, I would say the blue chip, for sure, projects that will be here in 20, 30, 40 years that we'll be able to give to our kids and our grandkids. Those are going to be some of these coins on Stellar and Hedera and some of these real world asset plays. I really do believe that. So let's check out some of our altcoins on Pulsechain. Hedron getting a little pump. Gotta love that. Duck making big moves, and Teddy Bear. So the meme coins on Pulsechain, is that going to be a narrative to bring people over here, get more eyes? I know once ETH gas fees start getting out of control, no one's going to want to deal with that. They're going to bridge over to Pulsechain. I really think that. TitanX, I think that's seeing its bottom. I don't think we go much lower. A lot of inflation. I think the max inflation came out the last couple of days. This month, the 3 months have just ended. So I'm really looking forward to see what TitanX can do. Looks like a bottom for this last week. Really hasn't been anything like that on the chart, but we'll see. Obviously could come back down and retest the lows again, but it doesn't matter. I've been telling you guys, long-term max miners are the play. Jake was saying it before it even launched, and I don't think anything has changed. That's still the consensus. It's all about the max miners. This thing's going to invert so fast. Once the amount of ETH, it's 0.25 ETH to mint one, and you're getting 600 million coins in another year from now. So it's gonna really get crazy, guys. And that's the thing where with crypto, you can't just expect to make all this money overnight. It's a process, taking your TitanX, creating your mines, your ladders in October for next summer, and then forgetting about it. Move on to the next. Pack your bags on Hedera, get Dovu, get Saucerswap, get Karate Combat, on to the next. In Stellar, get your Relio, your Velo, your Stronghold, on to the next. Into the Richard Hart ecosystem. Make sure you have your HEX stakes, your HEX ladders, all the way out for 15 years. This is going to be the last time T-shares are remotely affordable. Next cycle, they're going to be 70,000 HEX per T-share at like 50 cents a coin. Who's going to be able to afford a $35,000 T-share? So do that now before you're priced out. It still sucks, but the price of HEX is pretty much where I got in 4 years ago at 0.007. Now it's like 0.009. So what, 25% higher, if that, and you're getting a third the amount of T-share rate. So it really isn't that bad considering it's 4 years later. And this opportunity, this little window here, I think is going to be gone fast. I really think that we're going to see a part of this next coming 3 months to 4 months, a window of 4 to 6 weeks where the hexes, Pulsechain, everything in the ecosystem just starts running and leaves the rest of the market behind. We've seen it in 2021 for the sacrifice, and then at other times too. I think last year, the start of January, or start of 2023, when HEX went from like 2 cents up to 10 or 12 cents. I think we outpaced a lot of the market. So I really do think it'll be a little bit of time before HEX Or sorry, it's a little bit of time before that happens. So I'm just looking at the Texan chart here, and I can't believe it. Shout out to Rags. The Texan is absolutely crushing it. Let's look at it against Pulse. So yeah, we still have a lot of room to go, man. So we still have almost 40% to go to get back to its all-time high. And I'm glad, I bought some more. I don't have that. I wish I had like a billion Texan. That would be like baller status, but I'm nowhere near there. It's all right though. You can't be a whale in everything. You just got to be happy with what you have. And these things are going to move so fast. Look at Creo. How for the couple people that got it, and we're like, all right, I'll take a little gamble on it. Got in at under a cent, 10, 12x. So you can pull $500 out of that. Now you got your moon bag left in Creo, and now you have more money to splash around with other altcoins. And we've been killing it, guys. The 28th Wealth Group, everyone in there is crushing it. I don't think anybody has not made the money it cost them to get in there. So it's just winner after winner. Texan now, beast mode. Oh yeah, let's go Anchor. That was one of my plays way back. I mean, we created this candle right here on stream back in September. That was hilarious. I remember that. And I'm still holding my entire bag of like almost 1 million of these coins. And they're what's in the liquidity pool? 1.2 million. So yeah, I'm a whale in that coin. But my luck, it'll be the only one that doesn't do shit. And if I had bought anything else, it would have pumped like crazy. But whatever. Pete Iotropa, we talked about that earlier. Shout out to Shaq. We were actually obviously having fun back here. Pete I is going to $1. You were right. I'm gonna owe Shaq. I don't know what I don't know. I think the bet was if it didn't go to $1, I was gonna teach you how to shoot free throws. If it did go to $1, I don't remember. We'll have to go back and look at it, but it's good to see. PTGC making new all-time highs. Alien crushing it too. Let's look at it again. Yeah, against Pulse. Same thing. Overheating. This thing is just touching the firmament up here. Let's go. But I don't know. I mean, I think they got to come back a little bit. I don't think these can stay up here like this. They got to cool off, give some new people an opportunity to buy a little dip. So if you haven't got in and you're thinking about FOMOing in, I would wait a little bit. I think they're going to come back down, but man, Alien and PTGC are just something else. And then, yeah, since there's only 23 of you in here, no one watches this channel. No one wants the real alpha. No one wants the plays. I'll give it to you guys. Meth on Pulsechain, 494K market cap. For holding this, you get WETH, which is 1-to-1 with Pulsechain. So it's like PRS and VRX, but it pays you back faster and it pays you back more. That's what Chris told me. So if it doesn't, yell at Chris. Don't yell at me. And then the other one, these are Sonny's coins. PLSXM, Pulse X Christmas. 49K market cap. I mean, I don't know anything about them. There were like $100 lotto tickets or a couple $100 I threw at them. Because Chris does that research. He does the digging into the wallets of Maria, of Atropa, of Sonny, of 808. And he when he finds something, man, you know what? I can't sleep on it. So let's go. Then with the Richard Hart stuff, we covered this earlier. Texan crushing. If you guys haven't done it, go to texan.cc. This is important. And then go right at the front. Support Texit.com. Support Texit. Texit. So come into here and sign up for this, guys. It's easy to do. The email list, it's not bad. They don't spam the shit out of you. And you can make a donation right here on the page. I think there's 400,000 plus strong in the Texas nationalist movement. So this thing is going to be, I think, really big. Yeah, that's right, Erwin. Don't sleep on Texan. Exactly. Especially with all the drama happening down there. It's just the perfect timing for this thing to blow up. And Rags deserves it, guys. He really does. I think he's the best streamer in the entire HEX, Pulsechain, Richard Hart ecosystem. You could literally sit him down with anybody in any community, someone that's hyper and crazy, or, someone that's super, anybody Rags could sit there with and hold his own, never loses temper, never changes demeanor. And yeah, he deserves Texan to start ripping and get that credit and not the clout, but just the respect he deserves. So Pulse launch, guys, coming out in a couple weeks. I'll know more shortly. Joining the team. Super excited to work with Donovan. And more importantly, too, it's the Sensei partners. These guys are a massive marketing and advertising agency down in New York. I think they have a couple offices around the world. I know there's one in New York and one in Miami, I believe. But these guys have worked with Stranger Things, Game Bud, bunch of them. 50 million, multi-million dollar brands they've helped launch from scratch. So it's going to be cool. If you have a great idea and for a project in crypto that's really needed, but you don't know any developers, you don't have money, you don't even know where to start. You just come to PulseLaunch, fill out a paper, fill out a couple questions. And then from there, if it's a good idea, the community will vote on it. And then you never know. So it's a cool project. Definitely excited to be partnering with them, helping new projects come to light. And this is a real community project, guys. Lindsay and I are going to go through the white paper in a couple days and just break it down. But if you haven't read it, go check it out. What they're doing here with like the community grants, the Genius Lab, the democratized voting, it's really cool. It really is community oriented, community focused. And I don't think this project would have succeeded or could succeed on any blockchain other than Pulsechain because of the community, the people here, all you guys that if I was telling you like, hey guys, go and like this tweet, support these guys. They're good people. A majority of you guys would go do that. Like I don't ask anything from any of you guys, rarely ever. And if I did, I hope you guys would go do that. And I feel like a majority of the community is like that. And that's why I really feel like this thing, just me helping promote it, working with them. Corey Costa, I think, is going to help out. Donovan, DIY Investing's got a big following. And, there's just such good guys in this community. I can't wait to see what this thing can do. Really looking forward to it. And the last thing here, guys, is this PUSD and algo. The sacrifice is still live for this. There's 22 days left. This is so important. If we could, if Jacob could raise enough money for this to where he feels like it's at that level, we can give it a go. I would feel so happy. The magnitude of how big this project could be for Pulsechain. Good night, Erwin. I'll talk to you soon, homie. Go get some sleep over there. It's freaking probably the sun's coming up. But this project here, guys, it's Terra Luna on Pulsechain, an algorithmic stablecoin. And think of how big Terra Luna got before it collapsed. And think of how many people it took to bring that thing down. So it was working well for a long time, but this is done differently. And even if it was to fail, I would be okay with that because the project launched and it had a chance to succeed. If he doesn't raise enough money where he feels like it can't even have a chance at launching and have a chance at succeeding, that would be the ultimate letdown. Because just think about this, right? PDI going to $1. How big would that be for Pulsechain? How big of a narrative? We have a pegged decentralized stablecoin to $1 that's backed with $1 billion or $2 in liquidity. Or we have Terra Luna 2.0, but that's the wrong way of saying it. A functioning algorithmic stablecoin on Pulsechain that is not losing its peg. And instead of people that were attacking Luna and trying to break it and force them to go under, what if the whales in this community threw money at the opposite side and guaranteed there was so much liquidity in it, it could never lose its peg. And then we had an algorithmic stablecoin on Pulsechain. Think about how big that could be, guys. So I'm going to send a little bit more money in here. You know, if this doesn't hit that number, I was thinking around $500,000 minimum, closer to $1 million. I was hoping for. 22 days left. And if this gets to that number where Jacob feels like it could launch, I mean, guys, think about that. All the whales would need to do is defend it. And now we have this algorithmic stablecoin up and running that's keeping its peg. And we potentially have PDI going to $1. So 2 decentralized stablecoins on Pulsechain. That would solidify us as real DeFi, decentralized cryptocurrency, and there's nothing else like it on the blockchain anywhere in crypto. Pulsechain is now unique. It is real DeFi, the only DeFi. And when TradFi has ETFs for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, all those main coins, it's going to put a rift in the industry where you're either going to be on that side or you're going to be in real DeFi. There's going to be no in between. And Richard becoming the king of DeFi, oh my God. Let's go. And yeah, Mobius, I think it's about $1 million. But, you know, with the other thing I was thinking too is with the $500,000 in there, if a lot of it is in Pulsechain and other coins, not stables, hopefully if they go up in value, then he could swap the Pulsechain for $1 million in stables and then have that value. So I'm just hoping, guys, this gets off the ground. I'm pretty sure I have the link in the description down here. I don't know if I do. No, I don't. Shit, I forgot to put it in. I'll edit it after. But this is so important, guys. Like, this is like if I had the ability to have super chats and people were gonna like send them, I would say don't even send me a super chat. If you even would ever, if I had the ability to get super chats right now, if it was turned on and you were like, oh shit, it's here, I could send super chats to you for the first time. Don't even do it. Go send money to this sacrifice. Because if it doesn't get to where it needs to be, he'll just refund the money and it'll be a damn shame. A damn shame. Oliver Anthony will have to start. I'm going to get if this doesn't launch, I'm going to get Oliver Anthony to be our official singer of Pulsechain, and he's going to sing "It's a Damn Shame" to every one of you guys every single day for 69 days. And then you'll think about, man, if I just sacrificed for that algorithmic stablecoin, I wouldn't have this damn ginger singing in my ear. So, yeah, guys, PulseLaunch exciting, Texan crushing, exciting. PLSXM. I saw somebody wanted to comment about that. I don't know anything about it. Yeah, I don't know anything about it, bro. I got a tip on it from my boy, Chaos Chris. And when I get tips from him, I don't do any research. I say, okay, and I buy. But it was only like 150, 200 bucks. So it's not like I'm just going balls deep. You know, it's a lottery ticket. So, all right, guys, let's get into the good shit here. We saw Jerome stuttering like an asshole up here. I mean, just if you watch him and with no sound, he just looks so nervous. Doesn't look confident. He's constantly stuttering. And you know what? We need to go. Oh, and man, this poor guy is gonna have a freaking stroke or a heart attack or die of stress in an interview. So, guys, this FUD is hilarious. That Ripple got hacked. All right, $100 million Ripple executive hacked. Guys, they did not get hacked. All right. It is not true. He tries to give an explanation for it, but the Ripple hack, it was a private wallet of Chris Larson. You know, I don't know how it happened. I'm sure Mason will tell us right here, but he didn't have two-factor or he was doing something stupid. But it's not Ripple. And the coin dumped like crazy. And I'm starting to see it now with Stellar, with all these gems, with LCX. No one talked about it. And now all of a sudden it's just ripping like crazy. And I knew it was going to happen. It was just a matter of time. 3-4 years ago. The same thing's going to happen with XRP because they want retail out. When they see now they're slowly getting people out. It's like Pulsechain. You're holding this coin. You think it's going to go up so much and it just keeps doing nothing and nothing. And every month that goes by, you just want to sell it. And then people start getting out and retail starts selling their bags. And that's what they want. And as soon as that happens they're going to do this for another 3 to 4 months till the IPO comes out. And then they're going to send it. And I'm not selling any of my XRP. All this FUD out here, they want retail out. I'm convinced. XRP is going to be one of the biggest coins in the future. Love it or hate it. It is what it is. I have my bag that I got at 8 cents, and I'm still holding it because why sell it? I don't need the money. So it is what it is. Yeah, I could have bought a bunch of other coins and then swapped back and tripled my bag. But you know what? I don't want to deal with the headache. I'm just going to hold it, and I'll be rewarded. I know. And this right here, guys, I was telling you I'd find it. That BitBoy was doing it. It's in the Influencer Fight Club with Karate Combat. Ben is fighting Cryptos Are Us Plus. Oh, no. Armstrong versus More Light. I don't even know who this guy is. Harry Potter, Sonic, Obama, Inu. Is that guy? Yeah, this is him. All right, so it's the founder of that Harry. This is the guy that smoked crack on stream. Well, whatever. So this is BitBoy. He's fighting in Karate Combat. Just gonna bring more eyes to karate, and hopefully he's gonna be wearing Pulsechain gear and representing the RH fam while he's fighting, getting his ass kicked. So, guys, Karate Combat, it's a no-brainer. It's gonna be bigger than the UFC this year in 2024. Karate Combat shocks the world. They passed the UFC as the #1 combat sports organization in the world. Half of the fighters are now begging Dana White to leave. Oh, wait, what's going on? Oh, my God. Israel Adesanya is actually blowing Dana White right now to get out of his contract. Oh, my God. Do not look over there. Izzy is actually on his knees. He wants to come to Karate Combat so bad. That's what's going to happen. So, man, it's going to be at KC 44, bro. At KC 44, which I don't think they announced it yet, but it's the next event that's coming up. Yeah, it's in like another month or so. I think it's in the Dominican Republic. It'll be out announced in the next like week or two because they just had their kickback event here last week, and it was a qualifier for a bunch of contracts to get on the roster. So this is so sick, guys. Don't sleep on it. Ricky Rose hosted this party, and it's funny when we went out to the club in Vegas with Kareem and Wales and RG3 and Corey the Investor, all the legends that were out there. We went and saw Rick Ross, and now the fact that was here with karate, it's like, man, guys, this shit is it's on point. Like you can't, like, I guarantee you karate outperforms everything but Pulse and PulseX. Karate will smoke Hex this cycle. Like, it's got everything going for it. And it's just so exciting when you own the coins, you're betting on the events, you have an interest in it. And then if you win enough, you can win tickets to the next event. Like, you can't go buy tickets. They give them to winners of the previous event. So it's all community driven and it's the shit. So last thing, guys, for the night, Stellar. This is huge. Absolutely huge. And why I'm never selling any of my Stellar. You know, I'm going to get out of Realio, Stronghold, Velo, take profits because they're going to dip, but I'm never selling my Stellar. You know, they just pushed back the Soraban upgrade. And I just saw that anybody that is using it and testing it for the next six months or so, they don't have to pay any fees. the foundation pays it all. So all new people that want to trial it and test it, they can use it with no fees. It's freaking brilliant. So I'm not worried about it at all. And in a couple weeks, another month max, this will all be up and launched. And this year, absolutely massive, guys. So in 2019, 2020, when I really got back into crypto, I was the commander of the XRP army. I put in my application to become supreme lieutenant, and I was waiting to hear back, but it just got boring and stale. And I started realizing XLM might be the one to look at. And I saw Ripple and XLM starting to get involved with MoneyGram. So I was like, interesting. MoneyGram is failing. Like, they're doing terribly. And next thing you know, Stellar comes along and uses MoneyGram as a trial to pilot their new cross-border technology, their new on-demand liquidity, instant settlement, whatever you want to call it. So that happened in like 2018, 2019, and we bought the stock of MoneyGram in the middle of the last cycle. We were looking at stuff, and it was like right around this time 4 years ago, honestly. And we bought BlackBerry too, because I got a tip that BlackBerry had contracts with the government, and it wasn't just a dying company. So we bought that stock, and it was right before the GameStop and all that pumped it up. So it was really funny. But with MoneyGram, the stock went from like $3 to $10 or $11 once Ripple and XLM got involved. So they had turned the thing around completely. And I was looking the other day what the price of the stock was. I was like, man, what's the stock got to be now? It's got to be like $15. And I was shocked to see that MoneyGram stock has ceased trading and will be delisted from the NASDAQ stock market, completing the transaction with MDP Markets and the beginning of a transformative new chapter for the organization. So I was like, who is this Madison Dearborn Partners? I was like, why would they, they bought out MoneyGram. That's interesting. So I started doing a little more digging, and this article here talks about the merger and to be acquired by funds affiliated with Madison Dearborn Partners. Today, the parties received approval from the Reserve Bank of India. I was like, what the hell? Why? India just banned all of crypto? What is going on here? As a result, all money transmission regulators in all applicable domestic and international jurisdictions have now provided their approval of the transaction. MoneyGram will commence the financing marketing period pursuant to the merger agreement and finalize before June 1st. MoneyGram is a global financial tech company that enables consumers and businesses to move and manage money in nearly every country around the world. Through its expansive set of fintech offerings, MoneyGram provides millions of customers annually the ability to seamlessly send money home to family and friends, store money in mobile wallets, buy and sell and hold cryptocurrencies on its industry-leading app. Hey guys, this was from the early of 2023. The company's innovative cross-border platform enables its customers to send funds directly into bank accounts and mobile wallets or cash in, cash out more than 135 currencies and numerous cryptos through one of the largest cash distribution networks in the world. Interesting. Modern mobile and API-driven, MoneyGram's white-labeled remittance service also provides some of the world's top brands and organizations the ability to disperse funds directly to their consumer clients. Based in Dallas, shout out Rags in Texas, and known for its strong corporate culture, MoneyGram has been named a recipient of the top workplaces for 2 consecutive years. So interesting that MoneyGram got bought out by these guys. And now I just saw this tweet earlier today. MoneyGram's non-custodial crypto wallet is set to go live in the first quarter of 2024. The wallet will be built on the Stellar network and will allow users to leverage stablecoin technology, which is Circle. I've been telling you guys that Circle and MoneyGram were bragging about their native USDC now on Stellar. with the cheapest, fastest transactions in the world and the most on and off ramps in the world. Everyone's sleeping on this shit, guys. There'll be no charge to use it until June of 2024. Look at how that's brilliant. So you can use this. So all of the retailers that come and try this, 0 fees. Brilliant. The wallet obviously built on Stellar. So guys, this is massive. All right, this is coming in another month maybe. And then I saw this here. Techstars Payments, powered by Stellar. So I was like, what is this? What is Techstars? The world's most active pre-seed investor. $106 billion all-time accelerator portfolio market cap. Techstars, we've invested in more than 3,700 early-stage startups. As the world's most active pre-seed investor, our portfolio is as diversified as our 8,600 founders are unique. From healthcare and fintech to Web3 and clean tech, from Miami to Silicon Valley to Lagos to London. They're all around the world, right? Interesting. So this Techstars, this company, their payments powered by Stellar and MoneyGram. This program focuses on innovative fintech solutions addressing gaps across payment infrastructure throughout Latin America. We're looking for bold founders in the fintech space that recognize the massive opportunity across emerging markets and who are already using or are interested in using blockchain to scale their technology across the following themes: digital wallets, infrastructure, transactions, e-commerce, credit, debit, digital identity, infrastructure as a service, and financial literacy. Anywhere. So this is the whole banking the unbanked, where you don't need a bank account to be involved with this. And this is huge, guys. So this hybrid program was going all last year, and it started last week, the accelerator, and their demo days coming out in April. And that's Q2 of 2024. Very interesting that it's the same time that Brilliant Finance, the wallet that's partnering with Alliance Block, who are huge with the real world assets, that wallet in their bottom of their white paper on the website tells you that they are partnering and getting their fintech license in Q2 of 2024, which is going to allow you to have access to tokenized real world assets. So it's like, how do they know all this right now? 5 months down the road, how do they know they're getting their license and all this is going to happen then? It's just like, so this is going live in April. Is that just like coincidence? I don't know. But Techstars Payment, powered by Stellar and MoneyGram, announces its 2024 class. We are so excited to announce the 12 startups selected for the second class of the Techstars Payment Program. These promising early-stage companies are focused on innovative fintech solutions, addressing gaps across the payments infrastructure in emerging and underserved markets in categories like lending, investing, payments, personal financial management, financial literacy, and infrastructure. These startups will be supported by our amazing partners, Stellar and MoneyGram. These two organizations came together as they saw an incredible opportunity to build a robust payments and fintech ecosystem across Latin America and other emerging markets. We searched for the grittiest founders. I love it. So look at this, guys. The 12 companies selected. Cash Aboard is a payments platform in Latin America for exporting and importing businesses. So I'm going to look into all of these and see if they have tokens, get early access. This is my homework now, is to look into all of these projects and see what's up with them. Cash Abroad. DPay is providing an easy to integrate interoperable crypto payment infrastructure that allows payment processors and gateways to accept crypto as a new payment method. Guama is a credit card for Latin America's underbanked population. So guys, this is what's going to change the world. This is the infrastructure that's being built, the projects, the companies that are being built and founded by the Stellar Development Foundation. I mean, why the hell was MoneyGram a failing stock that we found And because we knew about Ripple and XLM and we saw the partnership with MoneyGram, we took a gamble on the stock. And within a year and a half, it was up almost 300%. A failing company. And with this new technology, revolutionized all of it. And now what the stock is gone. Are you kidding me? Why the hell is MoneyGram stock gone off the market? And they got bought up by this behemoth of a fund, Madison Dearborn Partners. Like literally the largest, one of the largest VC firms out there. Sorry, I was just looking at their website. I was going there for a second. Yeah, Madison Dearborn Partners. Yeah, 4 decades of investing in middle market companies. So yeah, same thing. They just fund companies and bring them to life. But very interesting, guys. So look at all these companies that are being built here. I'm going to look into them and see if we can find some that are in pre-sales or we can get access to, because this is the future, guys. Like, this is no joke. Stellar and MoneyGram, like, they are putting their crypto wallet out within a couple months. So MoneyGram is going to have a non-custodial crypto wallet. But guys, this is insane how fast this is going to happen. And with AI and with legislation coming in place, it's so clear to me the winners that have been put in place to support and run the new financial system that is coming. It's only a matter of time. Think about what happens, right? When all the attorneys out there, all of the CPAs out there, everybody that just gets their information or their researchers or whatever, so many consultants, they're going to be gone because of AI. It's going to get so good so fast within the next 2 years, 1,600 times better in the next 2 years. So it's going to replace all those people. So right now you have, the average job in accountants, CPAs, financial advisors, attorneys. Imagine 75% of them lose their jobs. That's like what? All of them own a house, right? So now all of a sudden their houses are at risk. That's when they're going to send in the universal basic income and the CBDCs. When all of a sudden you have this, for 30 years, these well-off people that just lost their jobs instantly and there's no jobs around for them to potentially go to. That's when they're going to start panicking and say, oh my God. And then the government's going to be there with the CBDCs to say, here you go. Here's your CBDC. It sucks you lost your job. You're never going to have a career again. But hey, here's this money that's programmable. And the good news is you can use it to buy bugs down there. You can use it to go to the gym. You can use it to go to one movie a week. But other than that, if you try to spend it anywhere else, you're going to lose your ability to ever get any more. And what do you say at that point? If you know your career, everything you worked for, studied, and everything it's got replaced by AI, you have no choice. And that's going to be the trap. So I see it coming. And then it's going to be too with, poor people that need help with their rent, Section 8 housing, Medicaid, Medicare. The fraud is so bad. So this eliminates all of that. And it's coming within the next couple of years. But this is where we front run all this. We invest into these companies that are going to change the world right here. If we can find a couple of these, that are in pre-sales or they're going to have coins, which one was the crypto? Yeah, DPay right here, providing infrastructure. Maybe these guys will have, your crypto payment infrastructure. Let's see if they have a coin. I don't know. But this is what, I'm going to do this, just look into these. Some of them could be flops, but I guarantee you out of this list, 1 or 2 of them are going to be huge companies in the future, just like Stronghold, Realio, and Velo. You just go to velo.org and go to their website up here and go to About Velo and just look at like the Velo Finance, what they're building here for institutions, and then what they're building for retail. Guys, they're building a metaverse out. This stuff is crazy, guys. Like, this is where all of money is going to be transacted on Stellar's open source, public, blockchain, ledger, whatever you want to call it. Block. I mean, it's all the same. The future is in open source, decentralized, not public or private walled off, like Onyx, like Provenance blockchain. Not going to work, guys. The value is in this stuff. Jenny, Danelle Dixon knows it. Franklin Templeton, they all know it. And it's just a matter of time before the AI is good enough. The tech is ready to go. There's a catalyst in the economy that forces disruption and legislation. And once that's here, guys, this is going to happen so fast. And we are going to absolutely just crush it this cycle, guys. Like everything is happening. You know, I've been talking about Stellar for so long. You know, it's so boring. Nothing's happening. But you know what? There's going to come that time in a month, 6 months, 12 months when it just starts to rip. And we're down here back at 10 cents again. Like getting it at 7 cents. Oh my God. We might even go back down there again. You know, 7 cents, 10 cents. It's not that big of a deal. In 25 years, when this is $50, $100 a coin, and you were able to get it at 10 cents, does it matter if it was 7 or 10? No, it doesn't when you're up 500x. And these coins will do that. It's just going to take more time. But they don't want these coins to have volatility. This is slow, steady wealth. And then we're going to be able to take them. And what I heard earlier is that MoneyGram is going to bring stocks to the blockchain where you can pair up different real world assets and cryptos and stocks with each other. So you can pair up a stock with XLM or some gold with XLM. Like all these things are going to be tokenized and digitized, and it's going to be crazy where this is going. It's exciting, guys. And stuff like Flare, you know, where people on Bitcoin now and Litecoin, Dogecoin, they can bridge it into Flare and start using DeFi. Like that's the future, guys. Flare interoperable, like that's another gem everyone's sleeping on. No one cares, but I'm packing my bags and I know I'm going to be winning so hard in the future. The only thing that I'm pissed about is ICP, and Thomas still tells me about it every day. It's the relationship with XLM and XRP. The World Bank recognizes both of them as stable coins. I would say XRP. The big difference is XRP is for banks and for big cross-border transactions, you know, sending pesos to Australia or Chinese yuan for Brazilian real or whatever their currency is. That's XRP. XLM is I send you $100. You know, I go onto my Lobster wallet. I go to USDC. I hit send. I send it to you. It goes to your wallet, and you can instantly go to it, hit cash out, find the nearest MoneyGram location, hit OK, and then you can go pick up your $100 in cash right there. So that's what Stellar is. It's the more like migrant workers sending money back home, stuff like that. XRP is the bank sending money around the world with instant on-demand liquidity, not taking 3 days to settle, 6% failure rates. No, you send $1 million, you know, it takes 3-5 seconds and it's done on end to end. And XRP is the asset in the middle that it settles in, a bridge neutral asset. So you take the pesos, you take the yuan, you know, you settle in XRP, and then boom, you're done. So it's really fascinating. It's the future. It's coming, and they want us out of it. They don't want us knowing about Velo. They don't want us knowing about Stronghold. They don't want us knowing about Realio, because these are going to be the ones that after legislation comes and all the crypt 99% die, the ones that rise from that destruction, those are going to be the ones, and they don't want us in them right now. But we're too smart for that. We don't fall victim to the nonsense, fall victim to the FUD, get distracted by Rand freaking Nooner and Jupiter and Pith and, you know, whatever, Bulk. No, fuck that. Polytrade, Sologenics, Axelar, Miria, Velo, Karate, Hex, Pulsechain. That's where you want to go. That's how you're going to crush it. And just keep listening to me. I'm going to keep giving you the gems. I'm never going to stop. And once you guys start seeing it, I mean, man, it's been 4 years now since LCX. I've been holding it, telling people about it, and everyone's just like, yeah, bro, yep, you and your freaking Liechtenstein coin, right? Yep. And now it's up almost 10x off the bottom. And before we know it, it's going to be at $2, $3, $5 a coin. And my 10,000 coins is going to be worth a shitload. So I'm going to be so happy that it all pays off when it does. If it's 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, I don't care. I'll hold the shit out of all these coins. I'm not selling any of them. I'm not getting fudded out of anything. I know what I hold. I know where this market, the world is going, and I'm going to capitalize on all of it. And you guys are going to be there along for the ride and just crushing it as well. And I hope you can start putting dots together, start doing that research, start looking into Stellar, start looking into Hedera, start looking into Quant. And these are going to be the ones that change the world and that are here to stay. So when you invest in them now, it's just like Pulsechain and Richard Hart and HEX. You know what you hold. The shit ain't going anywhere. It's the same thing with these coins. I've put in the research. I've done the work. Just trust me on it. So we're either going to crush it or you're going to end up chasing coins constantly. Like, you have to create a plan. Everyone says it. You have to have a plan. You have to have a plan. You have to have a plan. You know, you got to have a plan. Well, the easiest plan is buy the best coins and just hold them. And then you know what you hold and you can sleep at night knowing it's only a matter of time. It's that simple, guys. So hit that like button, unsubscribe, buy shit coins, do whatever you want. Love you all.